I've been thinking about it quite a lot, and the conclusion is, if we just go straight to the conclusion, is I'm just not ready to quit Identity V yet. I still care about this game, and I want to still keep fighting for this game. However, if the AI usage does get worse, I will eventually leave entirely. But I do feel like the boycotts made a difference, and it's still worth staying and fighting for. For now, the game hasn't been entirely ruined by AI. I am still a commentator, so if I were to be continuously vocal regarding IDV and their use of AI, it would be mostly done anonymously. Keyword here, if I was still vocal. But my distaste for AI and data centers is not only limited to Identity V, so I may still be talking about it here and there, especially about data centers, flock cameras that are becoming more and more concerning. For those people saying that the boycotts did not do anything, I would have to disagree there. Boycotting has a large range. Some people end up leaving the game entirely, some people uninstall the game, some people just don't log in, others they still log in but they don't spend money, some people are more vocal on social media and they keep making noise. Boycotting in any capacity is still boycotting. Yes, it would be better if we were all consistent in doing it the same way, but it doesn't have to be the same. Just because everyone is not boycotting the same way, it does not mean it is meaningless. It still makes a difference. Every little boycott, every stance that you take makes a difference. Personally, for me, I had uninstalled the game during the boycott. I did have a moment of weakness where I did reinstall the game, played for about 3 days. Yes, I should not have done that, but I don't need to beat myself up too much over it because I still participated in the boycotts for around 2 months. So just because I played for around 3 days, it does not make my 2 months of boycott time useless. It still helped the boycott and made an impact, as small as it may seem. It's okay to make mistakes. Once you make a mistake, you start again. That's how boycotting works. You fail, you start again. So after I broke my boycott period, I uninstalled the game and started boycotting again. Don't be so hard on yourself just because you make mistakes or you fail. It's always just important to start again. I've watched so many different videos of content creators speaking out against AI, and a lot of them are actually leaving the game entirely, which I think is very unfortunate for the community in a general sense. I feel like the best and the brightest people in the community are leaving because they are the ones that really speak out on these issues. And once they leave, what are we really left with? So I don't know if it's just out of selfishness, but I really wish those people would stay and that they will still be there so that when something like this happens again, there'll be someone to speak out again so that we can keep pushing back and we can keep bringing things to light. And there are some content creators that said they were quitting, but then they returned because of either life circumstances or other reasons. I'm actually very grateful for their advocacy and exposing certain documents because without them, we wouldn't really know what is happening in the content creator scene. So I'm just grateful that they came back. And it's very important for us to have those type of people. I would encourage content creators to return, stay, fight for the community, keep speaking up. Even as commentators, we also do have to sign certain documents. And as a commentator, I have also already returned to the game, which may sound a little discouraging, but hear me out. Yes, the ultimate goal for the boycotts was getting a statement saying the end of AI usage entirely. However, the thing about boycotts is it is going to be a long fight and it isn't going to end anytime soon. For now, we have to keep being very vocal and push back every time we notice it being used again. Keep pressuring them. Boycotts are effective and they have already made an impact. Even the little wins are a win. We already see that AI is being used less and less for promotional posters. Artists are being told not to make the art look like AI. So we are moving in the right direction. It is also important that artists and developers are not rushed, overworked, and we can also ask them to make events slower if necessary. We are advocating for all human employees so that they aren't overworked and that they get paid, preferably livable wages. This boycott is for all human employees that cannot boycott or speak up for themselves. We want people to keep their jobs so that they don't get replaced by AI. We care about the game. We care about the amazing human employees that created and are maintaining the game. We want people to keep their jobs. We have made such good progress. Keep up the good work, and thank you to everyone that cared enough to boycott. It's not over yet. We still do need to get that statement though, right?